Yeah, we
Yeah,
good.
let's just get into it, man. Let's just get into it. Let's not run from it. How?
So what was the date? When was the date? When did it drop?
October. Was it?
It was 6.
6.
It was 6. We're a week late.
A week is a good time because we actually
Yeah,
listened to it.
What are you talking about? Week late? No. It's a proper time.
Yeah,
to
because we
actually
actually
listen to it.
That's where I wanted to get into. Like,
Yeah.
we took some time to actually sit with this to a degree.
And what is this? This is
Yes, this is the For All the Dogs album by Drake. His what number album is this?
11th, I think they said 11th
11th or yeah.
or 8, depending on how you count. See, we have to.
There's a couple mixtapes in the mix.
See, this is why I tell you need to do this pre-prod. This is the introduction you need to do. The new Drake album For All the Dogs is out.
Yeah,
And we took the time to listen to it.
dropped the 6th of October, apparently.
Yeah, a lot going on, a lot of chatter, a lot of debate. We're gonna get into all of it. But firstly, let's talk. Should we start with the music itself before we get into all the other? Did you catch all the other bullshit?
Wait. Or we should start off with the cover. What is this?
the cover was so long ago.
What do you mean the cover?
The cover is the cover. I thought we talked about this before.
No.
We talked about the cover.
By the way,
I wasn't there.
By the way, we are the Three Angry Men. I'm Jeffrey.
Duncan.
Oliver.
This cover, we had a whole episode about it.
His kid drew it.
His kid, yeah. Adonis.
Are you the only person who doesn't know this?
You didn't know that.
No, it made sense that the kid did it, but I mean,
He wants to talk about what it means and shit.
no.
Then what do you want to talk about?
He explained what it means in the Charlotte video. You didn't watch the video, did you?
You think I watched the video? I didn't watch the video.
We're not gonna.
So you fucking around is why the cat's coming around.
Yeah, because
fuck you
he said some wild shit. Now the cat is walking
no,
around doing all this kind of evil shit. He's gonna be fine.
Listen, don't call the cat.
Because you
Don't call the cat. Don't call the cat.
We have to review an album, guys.
No, focus
For
on the
all
dog. Okay?
dogs, For all the dogs, Drake dropped. Did you guys get the time to listen to the whole thing? I know you didn't because you fugazi.
100%.
But did you listen to the whole thing?
To the whole thing.
You a Drake hater, and we're gonna deal with you today. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm not a Drake hater.
Thoughts?
I swear to God, mad. Like the first thing I'm gonna say, mad bars, like from beginning to end. If you actually
Are you
sit
serious?
down, yes,
You're okay. No.
I like it.
listen,
No.
listen.
I like it.
Everybody go. Let him run.
Mad bars. Now, seriously, if you just listen to the first song till the end, it's different vibes. I didn't like all of them, and I understand the concept of For All My Dogs because I think it's just a project that he did for everybody and not specifically.
That's super interesting. I want to ask you about that. Were you one of the people that bought into since it's because the title?
Yeah.
Some people said For All the Dogs. They said this is gonna be his like King's Disease all hardcore rap. Did you think that too?
I thought that at the beginning as well.
But you think he did that? That's what I because I know
No,
it's
he
not what
didn't
did.
do
It's not
it
what he
now.
did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
100, no, completely not.
Yeah,
No. But I think he.
Keep going.
But I think he combined all different types of vibes, and he made sure that everybody. I mean, like from the people that wanted the softer side of Drake, the people that wanted a more hardcore Drake, the 4 a.m. in Calabasas, whatever Drake, all of that combined on one album. That's For My Dogs, basically.
All right. Well, Jeff hating, so he gonna go last.
I'm not hating.
Go ahead.
My first initial, and I have many thoughts about it, but the first take is when I first listened to it, I didn't like it too much.
Yeah.
But it was because of the first song. So quickly about the first song, because I think the first song tells you a lot about the album. So the first song,
It always.
if you
normally does, yes.
Yeah. So the first song, Virginia Beach, a little bit of background on the song. People had been rumoring a Frank Ocean collab for this album. Okay. I hear this song and I hear the beat and I go, okay, so that's what you meant with the Frank Ocean collab because it's a Frank Ocean song that they sampled. For those of you who know, quick background, it's a very, I thought it was interesting and it's my favorite beat on the album. Also, I think it's an amazing beat. The beat is off the song Wise Man by Frank Ocean and it really is like a deep cut Frank Ocean. Like it's not a song on any album or mixtape. It was made for the movie Django Unchained for the soundtrack.
Unchained, yeah.
And it never came out. So they use it for this. So I hear that and I go, okay, this is already like a lot of effort was put into this. That's my first reaction. But the way this sounded and was starting out, I was expecting a Tuscan Leather Part 2.
Me too.
That's what I was thinking he was going to do. So when the beat comes on, he starts singing. I was like, and then it went further in, and I don't like. My main thing is I don't like the first half.
The
of
first half,
album very
okay,
much.
Yeah.
I like the second half.
Yeah.
So my first thing was Then it gets to the second half, and then I realized, oh, I need to start listening from here.
Yeah.
And when I started doing that, I like it a lot. I think it's the best album he's released in a while.
But
I
in
think
a
it's
while,
definitely
what are we
better than
talking?
the
No,
last-
what are we talking in a while? Because the last 3-4 years,
You're talking
He has
4 to 5 years.
right?
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that. Because
What was the last album you actually appreciated?
really appreciated
Really
it would
appreciate
have
it.
to be Views.
Views. Yeah.
Had
Thought
to be
so.
Views. Scorpion wasn't bad. But honestly,
Scorpion is the same vibe, basically.
but I think this one's better.
Yeah,
Than
100%.
Scorpion, I think this
yeah.
one's better than Scorpion.
Yeah,
But it's the
okay.
same idea, basically.
It's a similar idea, yeah, but I think this
Yeah.
one is better than Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. So then you go on all the way up to like Views. So I think, it's I think he's been experimenting for a while, and he finally gave us an album back to like what he was used to be doing. I like it a lot. We're gonna get into all the stuff that's going on and the beef and all the shit.
But speaking of
That's
the
my
album, you mentioned something about lyrics, right? What are your thoughts?
I actually think the lyricism is pretty good, but it's not at the places you expect it to be
I
good.
see. Yeah.
So it's the lyrics on Virginia Beach are good,
Mm-hmm.
but he starts singing, so you don't see it. But when you listen to him more, you're like, oh, there's some bars in there. He's just singing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that was really good. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I like. It's not, but it's difficult because it's the timestamp record, and if you're gonna put it in that list, then it's a tough challenge.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Then it doesn't really hold up to the other ones.
As a timestamp, it's not.
It's not on the level of the other
Yeah.
timestamps. He's itching to come here. Don't worry.
No, I'm not itching to hate.
But
I'm quiet.
I do like
I've
it.
been quiet.
I liked what he tried to do with it. I
Yeah.
like the energy of it. I like the fact that I like the video is really. You should watch the video. The video was actually very good because it's with his kid and stuff.
Mhm.
I thought it was dope.
When are we going to get into the features and everything?
Jeff's gonna get his hate off first.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
And then
Go
we
ahead,
go-
go
I
ahead,
don't
go ahead,
really
go
have
ahead.
hate.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I with the first song, I had the same feeling as you. I also thought he was gonna go in some Dusk and Letter kind of flows or
He should have
ideas.
done
And
that. He should have.
that's
done
what
that.
I expected.
He should have done that. But okay.
For me, though, the first half is what I enjoy more than the second half. But that's just my taste.
So when
But-
when does it begin? Where does it end? Your first half.
For me, it's up until the Yeet song. I don't give a fuck.
That's hilarious. That's exactly from
When
where
it
I
starts.
start. Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Literally, that is the split. That is the split, though.
But
Like,
the
it's
Yeet,
almost like
the
the
Yeet
exact-
song,
wait,
the Yeet song,
In
I
his
really
defense, though,
fucked with that.
in his
one.
defense, though, number 6, first person shooter with J. Cole. I can't lie, man. It's a good song.
I hated that song.
It's a good song.
I hated that one.
we
it's a
can
good
we
song.
can talk
get
about that
into it.
later.
I hated
We
that
have to specifically get into that one.
We can talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
as a
hated
whole,
it.
Yeah.
I didn't think the album was bad. I don't think it was horrible. I don't think this is the best Drake album I've heard ever. I think this is up there for in the last couple of years.
Now that the camera's on, you're hiding this. He had all
I'm
kinds
not-
of sauce before the
I-
camera was
I'm-
on. He had all
This one-
kinds of sauce.
There's no.
all
This is
kinds
how
of
I
sauce.
felt the whole time.
Alright.
This is how I talked to him the whole time. I do feel like I liked a couple albums that came out before more. I feel like this is again the playlist idea he tried to do with I think Scorpion the double disc or one of the other albums that he did before. It is for my taste, and I've said this with multiple Drake albums, too many songs.
Yeah, but that's everybody at this point. That's a little unfair. That's
It's everybody, but-
everybody does it.
If this was a little bit more concentrated, if there was a little bit more care for what songs to choose and what not, I would love it more.
I agree with that.
It is towards
would
the
pick
towards
other
the
songs.
second half. That why I always never could go through the second half. It feels diluted to me. It's like Drake on autopilot. Like, oh, we did this song, we recorded it. Maybe I listened to it once or twice after recording, and I just put it on the album.
That's crazy.
That's how it felt
That's
to me.
exactly how I feel about the first half.
Yeah, but that's just the difference in taste, probably.
No,
Maybe-
you're wrong. You're wrong.
It could be that from it could
You're
be that.
wrong.
Shut up.
You're not gonna tell me with a straight face that you think "Calling for You" or "Fear of Heights" are more carefully curated and put together than Drew or Picasso. You're not gonna really sit there and tell me that.
Drew Picasso is dope. I'm not gonna disagree, but I like the first half more.
Let's get into it. What? Okay, let's get into the J Cole track. Let's do it. Get into J Cole track.
No, wait.
Hmm?
Is there anything above the J Cole collab you want to discuss? Because this is your bag.
Yes,
For above, Tizo Touchdown.
Yeah.
The stuff I've heard of that kid is way more towards the Playboy Cardi and Rough and whatever that.
Yeah.
This shit he did on here complimented Drake so well.
He killed it. He killed it. But I like that song. I like those two. The first
that
two.
song, I think Tizo makes that song. Drake is amazing on there, but Tizo is like the sprinkle is like the finishing touch on that just. So for that, the 21 Savage song that in that list is that for me that's a little bit more of the this is a leftover from the previous.
It is literally a leftover. From
Like I could do without that and all of that. Fear of Heights, I fuck with that. That was just fun for me. For me,
you want to touch on that one?
The Yeet song.
Let him
I like Yeet. I like Yeet stuff. So for me, that stuff was already more interesting, and it was like already stuff I would be interested.
Yeet isn't actually too bad.
No,
like
Yeet is great.
Yeah.
Yeet is great.
Yeet has some good stuff.
That song, anyway.
I think he's been used well here. I do feel that is more of a Yeet song than a Drake song, but that doesn't have to be bad necessarily.
That's my problem. The first half is not Drake. The first half is a bunch of other
I understand that.
The second half,
but I'm telling you, like I'll be
that.
honest. Like as I was listening to this album, like these features, I swear half of them I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm old.
I don't know.
But I'm cool with that. I don't need to know if
I don't need to know. I
like
that.
but I like the fact that
Yeah, I like it sometimes you don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't really know you too much.
So you done?
Yeah. Go
The
ahead.
J Cole song is garbage. Listen.
Okay, so
How is that garbage?
It's
so the J Cole song.
No. You
Absolutely.
need to explain why that is garbage.
That's the worst song on the whole album. That's
Oh,
the worst
really?
song on the whole album.
Go ahead.
That
go
one
ahead.
and the Bad Bunny song. Those are
The Bad Bunny,
Talk to me.
Bad Bunny song is so bad.
No, that's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
horrible.
You
It's
like the
funny.
Bad Bunny song?
No, it's funny. It's funny.
If you want
It's
to look
not
at, if
funny.
you're looking at it as a joke, I get it.
Yeah,
Which
I
he
get
does
it.
that. Every
It's fun.
album he gives us one joke song.
I don't know
This
why
is
he
the
does
joke
that.
song. I get it. No, I get it.
On Scorpion, he had Ratchet Happy Birthday.
Yeah, but I don't know why he keeps doing
No,
that
but
shit.
it's fun. I get it.
I don't need it. I don't
No,
need it.
no. I get it, and it makes sense.
The reason that song is garbage because this is my issue with it. First,
We're talking about the J Cole song.
It
with
comes
Drake,
on.
featured with Drake.
It comes on,
First British.
and what you get is one of the most standout beats in the whole
Mm-hmm.
album.
Yeah.
The beat stands out the worst. They're hyping it. Pop, 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 it's going, boom. They're talking. Oh, it's J. Cole. Blah, blah. Okay. J. Cole starts rapping.
Yeah,
J. Cole gives us a phenomenal verse,
100%.
like he been doing on Secret Recipe with Lil Yachty. Been doing that. So I expected nothing less. I got my energy was here. He gave me this energy.
And then what does your guy do?
What? Hold on. It's not my guy. It's not just about. Listen. Then all of a sudden, okay, the beat switches. I start to hear a take Keith-ish beat.
Yeah.
My first thought is,
What beat is it actually?
who made it?
Mm-hmm.
It's. I'm almost certain that the second half is Take Keith.
It's
Yeah.
probably Take Heat.
It's literally his entire thing.
Yeah.
But
Take Heat is the
Yep.
previous one.
Yep.
It's probably
it's always multiple people. It's always multiple people.
Yeah.
But it's Take Keith. The second half is
I
Take
wonder
Keith.
if it's in order, but
The second half is definitely Take Keith.
Yeah.
So that comes on. My first reaction is, oh no, please don't. Please don't do this. Please don't do it. Because whenever
let me get some.
I'm
of
like, I know what you're going to do. Don't. And then he starts, I'm about to click. I'm like, fuck. Christ, dude. J. Cole just gave us bars.
Yes.
And you're doing this?
Yeah.
I stopped listening. I switched it off. I went off. I fucking hated it. I hated it. That's the weakest part. I don't get. I really hate that he did that. There's a couple decisions on this album where I'm like, come on, dude. Like this album is. I think the album. I like it. A lot of people don't like it. We'll get into that later. I think the album is a strong B+. It could have easily been an A+.
No,
With just
but
a couple things like not doing that.
Hold on. So
Rap.
So imagine the studio session because Drake said they were in the
They
studio
were together
together.
to do this,
So-
which is even crazier to me.
So he does the beginning part, which sounds pretty okay. Like it's like Drake doing his Drake thing. It's just
I don't like this either, though. I don't
It's
like
fine.
anything
It's
to do
fine.
with the song.
to get into the song is fine. If you go into the studio first, cool. If J. Cole goes in the studio and then drops these bars that he does,
Mm-hmm.
Awful.
he drops this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm naming the album Fall Off. It's pure ironic. because I ain't fall off. It ain't a fall off from me. He drops that kind of shit.
He going, yeah, he went. No, J. Cole
And
did what
then-
he was supposed to. We can't blame J. Cole. J. Cole did what he was supposed to do.
And then
J. Cole did his job.
And then what happens? He gets out of the room. He sits back down. You go back into the booth. And what you drop? Hey, I'm about to. Yeah. I'm about to click on this shit. I'm going to click on this shit. Whoa. I'm about to click on this shit. What is happening?
It was horrible. I really didn't
So-
like it. It was
so-
really awful. No,
Oh,
but don't go defend
in
it.
his
Don't go-
defense,
no,
though.
no, don't go defend
In his
it.
defense.
Don't go defend it. Look at this dude. Don't go defend it.
So get this though.
Were they trying to do another one of these
hate
Travis and Drake kind of songs?
I hated that one.
Was
too.
that the vibe they were trying to go
that,
for?
that is a Drake that I don't like. Sicko mode, nonstop, all that shit. I hate all of it. I don't like it.
Because it gave me the sicko
I
mode
agree.
kind of.
No, I agree.
It gave me the
Yeah.
sicko mode template.
And I hate it.
100%. No,
And I don't
100%.
understand why
I
he
agree.
did
I
that.
agree. I think in his defense though.
There's no defense.
No,
but
it makes
okay.
sense. It makes sense because I think he mentioned it on the actual song. J. Cole mentioned it. He said it's between Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, right? The best ones, like
Yeah.
the biggest. I think Drake didn't want to go bar for bar with J. Cole on this.
That's
My,
what it-
my
then
guy.
Don't invite
My
him.
guy.
Then
Don't
he
invite him to your
didn't want to
studio.
go bar to bar.
Don't let
Because
this man do this in front
that's
of you.
not because that's not
Don't
who-
call him.
Don't call him. Don't call J.
Don't
Cole
call him.
in his prime when he's barring
Don't
off
call him.
every feature.
Leave that alone.
Leave that shit
Leave it,
alone.
then leave it alone.
Yeah, because it makes sense.
Because
No,
he,
it doesn't-
he's
it
been,
doesn't
he's been
make sense.
talking like he's been
disagree.
talking like this on multiple songs
You,
now.
you can't let Lil Yachty get on a track with this guy and give it an actual shot. He gave it a
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah,
He ain't
yeah.
J. Cole, but he tried. He did what he could, and it was pretty good. You're not J.
That
Cole.
song
It is
with
what it
Lil-
is.
Oh, but Lil
Lil
Baby,
Yachty
Lil
and
Baby
Cole
did the
was-
same thing with J. Cole.
And he did his
And he
thing.
did
Because
his thing.
every time
Yeah.
J.
So,
Cole is
so
anywhere,
if you're Drake, it's no excuse.
No. But I think personally, he's been doing this. Drake, like when he gets on songs with bigger ones, like big ones, like the lyrical type, he does this. He doesn't go toe for toe with them.
Since when? That's not true.
he
Well,
goes toe for
recently
toe.
maybe.
Recently,
Okay, yeah, sure.
Recently.
Before,
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say he used
This
to not.
this is a recent
It's
thing.
a recent thing. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Because he used to not do that.
No, 100%. But still, but get this though, like he's Drake. What else does he have to prove?
It's not anything to
I
prove.
know.
This man is in front of your
I
face,
know.
barring the world off.
I know.
You need to
But
say
make
something.
a good song. Then it was. I don't like anything about the second half.
Do what
I
do,
didn't even like that beat.
do what early
Why'd you
Drake
sw-
did.
Why'd you switch the beat? Hold on. Why'd you switch the beat?
Yeah.
It was a
true.
perfect beat. Why'd you switch the beat?
It's a tendency he has on his album more often, which I don't like as well. The whole beat switches in certain places it works, but more artists have this nowadays. I don't know if the sicko mode thing made them do it, but they feel the need to constantly switch the beats when you can just make a good song.
Well, that was Ye.
That was Ye?
Jesus.
Jesus.
He
Oh,
started
you
it.
mean
Yeah.
switch it?
Which people
Yeah.
argue that was actually Travis Scott because Travis Scott was a huge
Yeah.
influence on you. So it depends on you. how
But
you wanna look
for
at it.
me, if Drake did what early Drake did with it, which is put an amazing hook on this, that would be good enough for me.
What do you mean amazing hook? Is that
Drake
is that
has
what you
killed
expect?
people with
No,
hooks.
Is that what you?
Drake has stopped people's bars, flows. Has taken people over people's songs with just a great hook, a great midsection after the hook. Not even a full verse, like just a couple bars. He has done that, so we know this man can do that. It's old Drake.
But I don't.
But-
No. I'm not looking for a great hook when you're on J. Cole's.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it, but if
this
he
was
did
supposed
that,
to
I would be
be-
more happy than what he did
this
here.
should have been what this should have been. This should have been like Lord knows on Take Care.
Yeah,
That's what this was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed, yo. He broke my heart with this. This was awful.
I really don't understand I don't understand how this happens when both of them are in the same room.
I don't think they were, by the way. I don't believe that. I
Even if
believe-
they were not.
I
if-
believe he was there for the J. Cole part.
Mm.
And then he went and did the second half thing by himself.
That's worse.
That's what
that's
I think.
worse.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That is worse.
I can't, I'm just not connecting. It's not connecting. Like, clearly he was there for the J.
Because
Cole part because he's in the J. Cole part on that
does it
beat.
make sense? But would it make sense? Let's think about this, right? If you're, let's say you're Big Sean,
Where did
you're
Big Sean come
Kendrick.
from?
Let me land, yeah? You have Big Sean, you have Kendrick, right? Forget J Electronic. But anyways,
Gonna come from.
the Control verse, right? Could you compare it to this? Like, nobody's talking about Big Sean's verse. Everybody's talking about Kendrick's verse. Would you
Right.
compare it to what is happening here at the
Maybe
moment?
maybe he thought about that and did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to get out of the way. He didn't want
Nah, fuck
to be
that. I
overshadowed, so he
disagree.
said, "Let me
Then
go
cut the song.
crazy."
Cut the song. Then cut the
Cut the
song.
song.
It would have been fine if it
People do
stopped after J. Cole.
No, that is just a J. Cole song on my album.
And that happens more than enough.
Get the fuck out of there.
That's fine.
Not on my album.
That's fine.
Where?
That's
But it
fine.
happens.
It
No,
doesn't
no, no,
happen
no.
where?
But it does. It does. It has happened before. Lil
It
Baby.
has happened.
Lil Baby and Drake. What was the song again? Lil Baby killed Drake on Soul
That's not
Song.
true. You
What?
people are wild and still on that one. That is
No,
really not
Am I
true.
lying?
No, I don't think.
I
you're
know
lying,
people
but-
think that, but it's bullshit.
No, 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 no,
It's
no,
him-
no,
it's
no,
him-
no,
it's
no,
him
no,
and his-
no, no,
It's
no.
not me.
It's what he
Are you
does.
for real? Are you for
What he
real?
does.
Of course,
What he does.
I said that back then. Wants and Needs or whatever it was called. Horrible.
Horrible. No. Horrible. Like his
The
verse.
song in general wasn't very good, but Lil Baby wasn't.
Listen, no. If we compare Drake to Lil
I think
Baby,
they were both not very good.
Aye, jeez.
But I definitely didn't think Lil
You mean
Baby
this
was
one,
very
right?
good. Yeah, Wants and Needs. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
that.
Alright.
What are you showing it to me for? Like, I'm gonna change my mind if I see.
No,
it.
no. I'm just showing it so because I'm gonna obviously put this in the video.
No,
So
it's.
people
I'll be
This
honest. You smoking, man. You smoking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This song is mad.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, for all the dogs.
So back to all of the dogs. Yeah.
The album for me really starts. Now we've gone. The first person shooter sucks. But then after that, 7969 saying I really like. Slime Me Out makes a lot of sense.
100%.
In the
yeah.
album, I really like it now.
Before
a lot
it
more.
felt it was a little bit random, but yeah, I get it.
Bahama Promises is dope. Tried Our Best is one of my favorite songs on this album for sure.
Okay.
I really like that one. Drew Picasso is one of my favorites on this album. Where he gets real nice and toxic.
Of course.
Members Only. What Will Pluto Do?
Oh.
Obviously, Future reference. I thought it was
Mhm,
dope to
mhm.
make that and not have Future on it. I thought that was dope. All the Parties.
Why?
I thought it was dope.
I like that it is mostly a Drake album, that he didn't go to his usual suspects too much, except for 21, and really did his own thing on that. So this reference is even doper than just having Future on there.
It's dope because it sort of it tells you what the way I read it.
His
it gives
past?
you-
What?
No, it gives you a little bit of hint into how Future has been a huge influence
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Drake. I've said
yeah.
that for a long time now. People think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is again another example of it. Of like even if he's not on there, what he's saying is I'm sort of in the same. Basically, he's saying I'm like him. The lyrics song is what would Pluto do? That's literally what he's saying. I do what he does. That's what he was saying when it comes to women and all that. All the Parties, dope. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, dope.
So
BBL Love, funny, gentle. He gave us two jokey songs.
So you're just going to skip. So you're just going to skip the fact that Chief Keef is on there.
Chief Keef was great. It's a good point.
Right?
I like Chief Keef a lot. Chief Keef was great. Chief Keef is also on I Don't Like is in the,
The
7969. He's in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like it a lot.
Right?
Chief was good.
I
No,
didn't,
like Chief
personally,
Keef.
I didn't even expect that, and I was like, okay, so Chief Keef, where did you get him from?
Chief Keef is
All of a sudden, random.
Chief Keef is a legend in his own right.
Yeah, of course,
What he
of
did,
course.
for what he
Yeah,
did in
yeah,
that short run.
Yeah.
He is.
People respect him in the
100%.
space. People respect him.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
No, but it's good. It's good to see, and he made sense. I thought he was good on it.
But I don't see the numbers basically displaying that.
With Chief Keef,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know
He-
that. I think
there's
he's sort of
something-
retired. I don't
yeah.
know what's going on.
Okay.
Well, he didn't retire, but he's not really doing
he-
music like that anymore. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
This
I think there was
happens.
a
This
reason.
happens to a lot of people who start a sound and then get abandoned by it. Kind of. It feels like,
Like
that
Gucci
kind
Mane?
of. No, Gucci is still in
Gucci
control.
Mane is still out here.
He's
Gucci
still in
Mane is
control
still
of his sound
very
and
relevant.
is still relevant in that. But
Dropped an album recently.
Chief Keef seems to be like left behind by the drill sound that he started, and other people have just taken that to a whole
Another place, yeah.
So he seems a little bit forgotten in that sense. I don't. Yeah, it's fucked up to say, but he's still good, obviously from the song. But people have moved on, kind of. It seems like that. They have found
like
something
them.
else to fuck
I
with.
liked it. Then we get two jokey songs: BBL Love, Gently, Bad Bunny. That one was very good. Rich Baby Daddy. If you go to strip clubs, makes sense.
It's
If you go to strip clubs, it makes sense.
Look.
If you go to clubs in general, if you go to a place where there's a lot of girls who like to
that
dance, that's gonna
song.
make sense.
That song caught my eye because it's just hilarious, weird, but also good in the weird way. Sexy Red piece on that is just hilarious. Like it. If that was the jokey song, yes. Gently jokey song, no. This man started.
No,
I need to talk about Gently. He started in Spanish. You like?
I like.
He started rapping in Spanish.
I'll be honest. I like Gently.
See, now I'm about to, now I got you.
What nigga starts in Spanish? This man did an accent.
No, but now I got you. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Talk to me.
You fucked up now.
How did I fuck up?
Because years ago, when this dude released fucking Mia with Bad Bunny and was rapping in Spanish, I came in and I roasted that shit, and you were like, "No, let him do its thing."
That was better than this shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. The same thing.
It's not the same
Why is
thing.
my guy rapping in Spanish? It's just bullshit. I said that. Stand on it. Why did you like Mia and you didn't like this?
I also said at that point, it's weird that he's rapping Spanish. The song was better. This beat is ridiculous.
You are a fraud.
This beat is dumb. This beat is childish.
But sit here and listen to Mia. You did that. You did that.
That song was fine. This shit
was fine. Get the fuck out
This
of
shit,
here.
this instrumental is criminal.
You are sick.
I don't know who produced this, but this motherfucker needs to
I
go
swear
to jail.
the song is actually pretty
The
good.
song is not
I
good.
like
Stop
the
it.
song. I like
The
the
song is not
I
good.
swear to God.
I don't know
like the
who
song.
of these Ozzy,
And especially-
Nick D, or
especially-
Gordo,
You need to stop.
all three of them need to go to jail because this is
And
ridiculous.
especially Bad Bunny's part. Like, it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Nah, this is-
need to
You
stop.
get launched by... No.
This is
It
the worst
starts
kind of
off-
reggaeton
It
I've
starts
ever
off
heard.
with Drake, moving into
That was
to
not
his
good.
back.
No,
Yeah, I
that
like
was
it. I
not-
like
it was
it,
not
man.
good. That
It was
was
nice, man. It
not
was
good.
nice.
That one was not good.
That
but
was
you're-
nice.
At least he's consistent.
It's nice, man. It's nice.
That song was not
You
good.
thought Mia was
That
good.
song was so bad. And this is one of those things that I feel like if he spent more time on this and the producers did maybe a little bit more work on this, it could have been an amazing song.
But he shouldn't rap in Spanish. He should not rap in Spanish.
Yeah,
Clearly.
to be honest, of course, like, it's not like my favorite type
You
of
just
Drake.
like fucking with people. That's why.
But it's a good
No,
song.
you don't
It's
care
actually
about the
a good
song.
It's
He doesn't-
vibes, man.
This man is annoying. He doesn't care about the song. He doesn't got an opinion. He's trying to fuck
You
with
won't
shit.
stand on it. You won't stand on it. You fucking rocked with Mia and all that other bullshit.
That
and
shit
then,
was alright.
It was not all right.
It was alright.
It was the first. It's because of you we got the song. It's because of people like you. It's because when he did Mia, people like you supported it, and now we get this. It's your fault. You did this.
I did not do
You
this.
put that song there.
I did this.
You and
This
Georgia
is-
Smith.
This is the whole Latin. This
Y'all put that song
is the
there.
whole of Latin
Y'all
America.
put that song there.
By the way, he was talking about a relationship and all that kind of stuff. Do we know who he was talking about?
He's been
on the
talking
song?
Throughout the album?
Throughout the album,
Because
like
it was
many relationships.
Because I was trying to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
the thread in the album, but I don't know if it was multiple relationships or,
Or this
just
girl
one.
is schizophrenic.
There's
because,
one
like,
girl-
You have different vibes, man.
There's multiple women.
Yeah, multiple
multiple
women.
women.
They're all
Probably. Yeah,
superficial. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
What do we think of the Rihanna diss? I'll go first. I loved it. I loved it. That's my favorite part of that song that I don't really. What is that? Fear Heights? I think that's Fear Heights.
I think that's fair, right?
That's my favorite part of that song that I don't like the song too much. The beat starts with that, and then if you would have just kept that vibe that the beat starts with and that whole thing, I would have liked it. But then it switches and goes into some other shit.
What's the specific line?
I've gone back and forth.
Go get the lyrics.
I'm gonna go. I've gone back and
But it's
forth.
a very obvious diss.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on whether it's a diss or not, or
It
it's
is.
just
Everyone knows it is.
yeah.
The consensus is that it is. It's not even very debatable because it's very obvious. It's just you have to actually hear the lyrics.
It starts. Yeah. Better him than me. Better it's not me. I'm anti.
Why
I'm
they make
anti-
it sound
oh, yeah.
like I'm still hung up on you? That can never be. Look, Gyal can run me. Better him than me. Better it's not me. I'm anti. I'm anti. That's Rihanna's album. Probably her most famous album. Her last
Yeah.
album also. Yeah, and the sex was average with you. Yeah, I'm anti because I had it with you. Okay, I'm anti like your daddy's sister. Anti like a family picture. And I had way better bitches than you 2BH. Yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you. Y'all go on vacation. I bet it's anti. It's not anti. They got that wrong.
But
It's anti.
this is Drake in his most
Rihanna
petty.
is with A$AP Rocky. He makes a reference to A$AP Rocky somewhere else. Now.
Somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I thought you were referring to that one.
No, this is
But
the one
he
that
didn't
everyone-
diss
No,
Rocky.
But this
on that
one is the one where everyone's pretty
Yeah.
clear. Like, okay, we see what you're doing.
This
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Some people try to be like, oh, really? I'm like, stop. Because people have said, like, oh, there's been these things going around. Well, oh, Drake dropped the bag because look, she's great. She has family, and Drake didn't get to be with her. They've been doing that. And this is his response to it. That's why I say, why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you?
Uh-huh. So what are you
Yeah,
thinking?
If you take that
Is
into
he-
the
is he?
same
Is he?
theme of
Is
bitterness,
he still though?
most
and
likely.
if you take
He's
that,
definitely hung up.
if you take it with the whole album, which is just a theme of bitterness and toxicity on a level from him that I haven't seen before, I love it. Then I think that's what it is.
He's right though. This album is the most toxic.
It's the most toxic he's ever been.
I've heard Drake. Like he's never been more.
Not this toxic.
He has never been this
And he
this
hasn't-
bitter.
So I didn't feel like he was in his feelings though.
He was.
No, in the sense
Heavily.
like no. Like in this, the older Drake was like, okay, so this girl left me. I'm crying. This one is more
Oh
like,
no.
He's in his
here-
feelings. It's just a different feeling.
yeah.
It's anger.
For me, here he was. I'm bitter, whatever, but I'm still rich.
That was a lot of it. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm bitter. I'm angry. You heard me. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But I'm still rich. That's the whole vibe. Fuck everybody. I'm better than you.
I'm better than
blah,
the dude-
blah,
and I'm
blah,
better-
blah.
and I'm better
Yeah.
than the dude you did now.
But
Yeah.
I'm still rich. I'm better than the dude dating now. I still get all these bitches. I still get
Yeah.
all this money.
One
I get
of
all
my
the
favorite
cars and-
lines is on Drew Picasso, where he says, "The athlete that you fucking with, I saw his game last night. He didn't score." I love that line.
It's like ultimate
I
petty.
love it's so. It's like really.
No, but he does that. He does that though.
But
Like I
more
appreciate,
on
I
here.
appreciate those type of lines because
I love
you-
that line.
You remember?
Might be my favorite line. I
No,
love that line.
No, he does this. He does this on features as well. What was that line again? The way you hug. What was that? The blue face. No, was it blue face?
I know. What
I don't know which
Young
one.
blue. Young blue.
Oh, I think I know what you mean, but I
Oh.
forgot the line. I think I know what
You
you mean.
remember the
I
line?
forgot.
Yeah,
I forget. I know which one you mean.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember the line, but I know what.
Is-
I know the song. Yeah,
That
yeah.
line,
we
exactly
forgot
that
that
line. That's basically the energy I feel here,
But more.
but more, a little more toxic. Yeah.
No, I love it. What? Don't run from it. What did you think?
This
You're a Rihanna fan.
these.
You're part of the Navy.
I didn't feel much about it. This is
The
all
Navy
right.
is killing him.
Oh, every online group would kill him for this kind of.
Why?
Because
Let's get into it.
the internet is fucked.
Why can't I diss Rihanna if I'm her ex-boyfriend who's now multi-billionaire? And she's
Oh,
dating
you
some
can.
fucking dude who's
And he
not
did.
as lit as me.
He can. He did, and it's no problem. You do you, and
Why?
make all the bars.
But why?
But
did
the
we-
internet is made out of like whiny little bitches.
But why did we? Why did? And this was my. We're gonna get into it with you. Don't run from it, Jeff.
No, I'm not running for
Because
anything.
why did we expect? Well, what I when I look at this album, right?
Mhm.
I like it a lot because I feel like this is the closest that he got to really showing us himself as he is now.
True.
And the only thing I didn't like is that he didn't do more of it. I felt like, okay, if you're gonna do this toxicity, lean full into it. I mean, with this, you might as well mention her name. You should have made the whole song about her. Like, just fucking do it. See what I'm saying?
I fully agree
And
with
he
you there.
didn't- he
But
sort of half-assed
for
it a
me,
little bit.
for me, it's like a little different. I wanted him to lean into who he is and explore that and go into that, and
That's what I'm saying.
not necessarily call out people, but really
I mean,
not
440?
dissect. Not
444.
no.
What?
No, not 444. More just lean into that. You don't need to necessarily need to mention people, but really dissect or get into why you are like explain why.
He did.
I don't feel like he did.
The
I think
athlete that
he
you're
was very
fucking
surface
with,
on
I
this.
saw his game last night. He didn't score.
That doesn't explain shit.
Yes, it does. You don't understand. It does. It does.
It's for you. It probably
It
maybe
does.
does. But
That says everything. You fucking loser. I can't even score. You're gonna date him. I'm Drake. That's the explanation.
that is not the answer. I'm Drake should not be the answer.
it is.
That is a like
That's what he did.
you haven't explored what you are, and how you think as a person.
I think he told us everything. I'm serious. It's a very
It's surface level. I'm Drake.
It could
It's
have
a
been more.
surf-
It could have been more.
Yeah.
But I think he gave us sort of the frustration, the pain of like, okay, I've. It's like we watched this. Jeff was showing me videos of people and shit before you can.
No, there was I can explain real quick. There was a video of a YouTuber who explored and talked about the fact that Drake in his earlier years was
Yeah.
basically shunned by hip hop.
Mhm.
He wanted to be a rapper, but everybody basically said, "Nah, you are not because you're an actor. You
You're
played
Jewish.
in. You're
Canadian.
Jewish. You're half black, half white.
Yeah.
Canadian,
You're
you're Canadian
Canadian.
was a big
You
one.
don't fit in what hip hop is, and you should not be hip hop." So how he described it is basically Drake was in a high school that would be hip hop. Drake tried to be at a cool table. He always got shunned, but he always came back. At some time, he basically took over the school. But he is still the same kid that tried and become cool. So he is cool,
He's back
but
with
he's
a
not
vengeance,
cool.
basically.
He is
Kinda.
Yeah. I think
He
that's
is cool,
I think
but he's
that's
not
what it is.
cool.
I think I see what he was saying. It's sort of like, okay, and people forget that, right? If
Yeah.
you remember up until Nothing Was the Same, it
Mhm.
was like, oh, he doesn't really rap. Oh,
Yes.
he's fake. Oh, his stories aren't real.
Mhm.
Oh, he's Jewish. Oh, he's
Mhm.
Canadian. Oh, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
Or he's corny. Or he's emotional. It was just every hate.
Corny,
And he
yeah.
had to sort of pile through that with just raw talent and gift. Like he had to make almost that might have been what made him, because
Yeah.
his music had to be that good. I've said this tons of times, and you people are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna do it. Kendrick Lamar is the exact opposite.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar could come out and just say nothing, and people are like, "Oh my god, oh my wow," because he's
You're
from
not wrong.
Compton, and
You're
oh
not
my
wrong.
god, and he had the image, so he never do that much.
Yeah.
Because if you take
He has got to do everything, and
if you take that same analogy, basically Kendrick from the day he came into the school was immediately sat at
He's
the
the
table.
exact opposite.
He sat at the table with the cool people, and he didn't even need to do anything.
He didn't
Yeah.
even release music yet. They said, "Yo, him,
Yes,
we like him." The whole thing.
yes.
This-
So the reason why I showed him that video was basically to explain. I did not like. I know that all that happened.
Yeah.
It just didn't click for me until I heard this album.
Mm.
Because he in this album is the most him that he has been for a long, long time, and he can do that because he is at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he chose to do this. Like before I thought about that, I was gonna say on this podcast, I want him to do a Dark Twisted Fantasy or 444,
Yeah, that's
but
nasty.
I don't think he has to do that. I think he needs to do
I
this.
respond to that. I respond to that.
Yeah, but
Also,
I think he needs to do this,
yeah.
but he needs to he needs to do this, but with more polish. I think this album is very good. The polish misses. There's too many songs. It's for me, it's too unfocused.
It's scattered. Yeah.
It's scattered. If he focuses this, he would be, in my opinion, very close to his own version of what a 444 or
This
Dark
feels
Twisted
like
or whatever.
Donda, by the way.
Hmm.
What?
Donda. This feels like Donda.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Donda
it
was
sounds
even more-
good.
Donda was even more
Yeah,
superficial.
yeah, it
Donda,
sounds
he didn't
good.
Say
It-
nothing.
No, but I mean, still,
It's
like,
a
it
little
feels-
scattered. Yeah, I
yeah.
see what you mean. Your
My
response?
response is, yes, it should be more polished. But when I listen to this, I say this was the 444. Y'all just don't like his 444
Mm.
That
because
very well may be.
because y'all are thinking he's not Jay-Z. He's never going to have the same stories or the same. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Mm.
This is him. He's the dude who got bullied and made fun of and was even slapped by P. Diddy once apparently. And
100%.
got pissed on by someone,
Yeah.
like all this other shit.
Wow.
And then just with pure raw talent became the dude that, if you want a song to work, you have to call him.
See,
Mm.
So that he just gained the power through the business stuff, which is why I think if you look at all the shit, why the business was always a little bit more ahead than other people.
Yeah.
The marketing was a little bit more ahead.
Yeah.
The music was a little bit more ahead because he had to do that. He had to fucking do Afrobeat and do all this other shit to make it because he couldn't do it another way. Now he gets to that position, done, and the energy very much is. I tie it into everything. I tie it into, and I want to talk to you guys about that too. What do you guys think of his look? Why is no one's talking about that?
But
No,
before,
why-
before
nobody
we even
knows
get
I'm
to
that.
this-
going to go there, but I think you're completely right. In a couple years, we might see this as his version of 444. But the reason why I think it doesn't resonate for people is because he doesn't explore the parts where he has been ignored by everybody. He doesn't go into that. He's very much on the service level, up top.
He does.
I'm the richest and whatever.
No, but
I don't see him
but
really
wasn't
digging
he-
deep into any of
Was
that.
he used to be the very vulnerable and emotional guy,
He,
right?
he lost all of that when
No,
he
no,
got
but
big.
he used to be seen like that, right? And the vulnerable part, at least, that was seen as him being corny. Now you have an album where he's more toxic. Wouldn't you think if he was able to do any and everything he wanted to do, why wasn't he vulnerable here? As
'Cause-
vulnerable
'cause
as
his-
at the beginning.
He's the same. Like you say, he was vulnerable, and when vulnerable, I see that people thought he was corny because that's what the internet basically was exclaiming.
Yeah.
He's the same way. He's still. I don't want to say corny, but it is kind of corny. He's still that same dude, but the only thing that has changed now is he can say, "I'm rich. I'm the biggest."
Mm.
So he's doing the exact same thing,
Which is
but
where is the problem? That's what I don't get from you people.
is
Y'all
I don't
want
see
him
it as
to-
a problem.
Well, what my thing is this, but I'm tying it into everything.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
tying it into the hair,
I'm
Right.
gonna pick up this
Uh,
look.
the hair.
Mm-hmm.
The I noticed it first, and when I watched the
Oh, you
music
want to get
video.
into the video?
Well, the first time I
The
noticed it is
8
when he did yeah, that one too. But first time I noticed is when he did the Chicago freestyle video, and he had earrings for the first time. Then he got the braids,
Nail
and then he-
polish.
changed the whole look. And I was saying, okay, this is part of it. This is going like, why is he doing more? He's going almost like more, with the teeth and all the shit that he's doing. Is actually more. It's getting rougher and more aggressive and more street. Whereas if you go to his older shit, he was more polished.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it ties in with the whole new identity. And that's why I'm like, if you take that into account, if you take it that way, I'm like, listen, I get it. Like you said, bullied and ostracized from the game, and then he gets to a certain point where he's that dude. And now it's fuck y'all, I'm rich, I have money, I'm gonna braid my hair, I wear fucking big chains, and fuck you, and I get it.
I do everything I want.
I do whatever I want, and I'm gonna do it the way I like to do it, right? And if people, but that also, but
Mm-hmm.
there is a pain there, there is a frustration there, and you see it when you get into things like the shit that went down with Joe Budden, which we'll get into later.
Yeah. His look, I see what you mean now with his look, because
Even the clothes,
it didn't really click for me or anything. But yes,
the grills,
he's being the same dude he wanted to be before, but
but
now
they didn't let him, and now he's doing it.
he's
Exactly.
doing it. Yeah.
If he would have dressed like this in 2012,
He would be kicked out.
they would have killed him. They
He-
would have said,
yeah.
no way. Remember when he did the headlines video and he has that shot where he's with all the dudes and he has the hand gloves
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
They shat on that. They said,
Yeah.
oh, why are you trying to be tough? You're not tough.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me get that video.
Even that, they didn't let him do that. Even here, where he was doing
Yeah.
all of this. See, here this was even more polished. He's wearing a polo.
Yeah.
He's wearing, it's normal, it's regular. But then he has this scene in it where he's with the dudes and he has the hand gloves on. You'll see it later. But yeah, there. It was there. Yeah. Yeah, here, this type of shit. Right? Like this type of shit, they were saying, oh, this is not you, or you're not hard, and this is that. Imagine if he would have
Done
this
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
They would have completely killed him. So he had to sort of there's a lane. But now he's like, I'm that dude. I can do whatever I want. I can dress whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. I can do. And he's just fucking doing it. I think it's terrific. But I love the toxicity.
I see what you mean.
I love music from people that are broken.
Yeah.
Then I like and
And
everyone. I feel like everyone.
What's the reason?
I think it's more real because I think everybody's broken. So I think if you give me
I
some
agree.
shit,
No, I agree.
if you give me some shit as a person that's not broken, you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have a problem with a lot of
You
your
mean
dudes.
too polished? If you basically.
Hey, it's a preference. Like, I like music from broken people as well. I fucked with Kanye for a long time before he went too far off the deep edge. But at some
I wouldn't
point,
say that's the type of music he's referring to.
also,
the Doctors, the Fantasy, that was a broken Kanye.
yeah, but there's different.
I think before also.
There's different.
but Doctors, the Fantasy was a broken Kanye, completely broken.
Before,
True.
before he was also not really.
And I think it was his most broken.
But
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that was the most. Yeah,
Fair,
that was the
fair.
most. That was the most. That was the
So
most.
that's why I liked him.
But
like
afterwards,
Doctors.
I liked enough of his later shit as well. As much as he likes to believe that I don't like Future, I like some of Future shit. It's not like I like everything, but yeah, I like broken people as well. But he has a different
But
appreciation for that.
Is Future broken?
100%.
Very much. Future is very disturbing.
He's
Like
very
he's toxic, right?
not
Yeah,
even
he has
just
all sorts
he's
of
just problems.
People just don't listen. People don't listen to the man's lyrics. If you listen to his lyrics, it's really dark. That's why I said. And Drake has said this himself. I don't want to go into a Future rant, but Drake has said himself that Future has been a big influence for his music since Take Care. Future was an influence for Take Care, even.
Yeah,
The sort of the dark, dirty sprite. The Future's been
I'm
doing
not
emotional, dark rap. I'm on drugs, girls or not, but I'm fucking two girls at the same
Yeah,
time, so
yeah.
whatever. This
But
same
has,
the energy
he's
that
always
Future's-
been the same.
Drake has now started. That's why I like what would
Yeah.
Pluto do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the song,
Yeah.
but also kind of tells you like, yo, I'm now like him. And if you think about it, a lot of these
Wasn't he always though? Wasn't he
Future
always
would
though?
diss-
Wait, wait,
Future would diss
Wasn't he
Rihanna.
always? Wasn't he always though?
Drake?
Was
Yeah.
he always what?
he was always inspired by him, but now he's
Yeah.
become like him.
Become.
The shit like Future has been dissing Rihanna and stuff like doing stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
Dissing
been doing
baby
stuff for
mamas,
forever. Yeah.
being mad, messed up, and toxic with
And messy.
women and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this.
yeah.
He been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Being and with the hair and with the he's
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
start dressing like him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love every second of it. The music could have been a little bit more polished and better. I've given my critiques.
Yeah.
But the sentiment,
Yeah.
which that's why I'm saying this, because I think that was the biggest critique. It wasn't
Yeah.
even the music. It was like, oh, why won't Drake grow up and go, and we'll get into the Joe Budden thing.
We can get into Joe Budden.
That's where Joe Budden,
Yeah.
because I don't know if you saw this or followed
Yes,
this.
I did see that
So
one.
Joe Budden gave his critique of the Drake album. If you watch the whole thing, it was actually pretty. He did like it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but he said, the big moment he said is, go. I think you have the clip.
Yeah.
Go fuck with some girls your own age. Go grow up and this and that. Right? It wasn't mature.
But
and
they
this and
didn't
that.
agree though. Like there was one cat that didn't agree with the Joe.
Yeah, Flip
comment.
didn't agree.
Yeah.
Flip liked it, but then,
Continue. I'll look for
but
the.
so then
yeah.
what happened is something, and this is where it gets different that I didn't expect. I don't know if anyone expected it. He responded like someone
Joe
put
Budden.
up the
No, Drake responded
Drake
with
responded
a long ass
tweet,
post, right?
right?
Yeah.
Where he basically
Was it a tweet or an Instagram?
it was Instagram.
Yeah.
Where he basically roasts Joe Budden and
Right?
says he's a loser and this
Yeah,
and that.
and this
Okay.
is exactly where you land if your career is over, etc. Yeah.
exactly.
I cannot find it. Exact.
So
But keep going.
okay, that's where the album even sounds different to me after that happened. Then if you watch the whole world's waiting for Joe
How
Budden to,
did that change?
because it
after
tells
that
me that
happened?
he's really in a dark place.
Who is
Drake.
Mm.
The fact that he responded,
Yeah.
that he responded multiple times, even went into videos and images and all kinds of stuff. He even got at one of the guys in the podcast, Parks, who was on the album as a producer or something.
Yeah, he
like-
got at Parks,
yeah,
who's also so he's a part of the Joe Budden podcast.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Follow him, Mark Zuckerberg. Shout on him.
But that shows that he really,
No, they say so. If
Yeah.
you watch the thing, they said that one of the people on the Joe Budden podcast said that they had got news that he watches this podcast. He actually watched, like he might even, because they have a Patreon, so some of it is behind a paywall. I watched the Patreon, and one of them said he even watches that.
Mm.
We don't know that. We have no evidence, but there is reason to believe that he at least follows it. He's aware, right? And then the whole world's waiting for Joe Budden to respond to what Drake said. What does Joe Budden do? He releases the response behind the paywall
yeah,
on Patreon. I subscribed to the Patreon, so I
didn't.
watched
I didn't.
that whole response. I watched Joe Budden. I like Joe Budden. I like his podcast. It was a very Joe Budden response, a very mature Joe Budden response, because they've had a longer beef. If we're going to talk about
pump it up, yeah.
if we're going to talk about all of it, we'll be here all day.
Yeah.
But basically, he says he stands on his critique, but he also says like it seems like he's unhinged.
But
And
was
then
it salty though? Like was Joe salty?
no,
It was just a critique, like objective. What?
no. Drake is Joe Budden is a Drake fan for sure.
Okay.
Joe Budden is a Drake fan.
The
Joe
funny,
Budden was, and
funny
that's
thing
why I
is-
know, because I watched Joe Budden. They'd been
Yeah.
hyping up this album the whole time, waiting for it to drop, waiting for it to release, this and that, and they were just like a lot of fans, by the way.
But was he hyping it just to tear it down?
No, they were hyping it to actually listen to
The
it.
fu-
Joe
the-
Budden calls Drake one of the best rappers, all time, best
Yeah.
artists all the
But
time.
he doesn't like him as a person.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
We don't know that yet.
That I
Like
don't
they
know.
have been having beef. Like
Yeah,
No,
but
but they
that's a long
have been
time
having
ago.
beef. But Drake is also one of Joe Budden's biggest fans. Like Drake is like a heavy Joe Budden fan. Not only in the podcast sense, but also in the music sense. In before, like that is the reason. That's also part of the reason why
you
he's.
know how
in the-
many times Drake dissed Joe Budden?
Yeah, because he's distant. Because Drake, this is people that he admires and that don't.
That's
give
what he
him-
does.
This goes back to the not
The
being
whole beef with
accepted.
Kanye is also because
this
he
goes back
fucks
to
with
the
him.
not being accepted, right? It stings, and this is a bigger thing with Joe Budden. When Joe Budden critiques people, it's different because Joe Budden, whether people and he
Has
said
has an actual stage.
exactly, but no, it's also different. And he said this also in his response,
Mm-hmm.
because one of the things that Drake was pointing out is why you shouldn't be critiquing music because you failed.
Mm-hmm.
And what Joe Budden was saying is, listen, when I come on here and I critique music, I do that as someone who knows that he's one of the best rappers ever. Whether I made it in music or not, I'm one of the best rappers ever. And I know that because some of the best rappers ever have told me that,
Mm-hmm.
right? I agree. As someone who knows of the Joe Budden
the
story,
history, yeah.
did he succeed as a rapper, successful, wealthy? No. When it comes to lyricism, if you're into that
He-
stuff,
he
there is
is.
no, but like, it's like Royce respects him.
There's
Yeah.
a couple
See what I'm saying?
people that get. The
You just
respect.
know that
Yeah.
if you were on Slaughterhouse, you know
Yeah.
how to rap. That's
Yeah,
as
yeah.
simple as it is. So that hits different. Nicki Minaj has said a similar thing to him before when they had their little thing. She said to him, listen, what you critique it is different. You're not Charlemagne who doesn't make music. You actually rap. We respect you as a rapper.
Look.
So when you come and say it's trash, it's not the same as when someone else does.
Maybe people
You see what I'm
don't.
saying?
Maybe people
And that's
don't
what
respect
the
Joe
thing
for
was.
his own stuff, but they definitely respect his shit for Slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
no,
And his
it's-
ability to
yeah,
rap.
yeah,
His
yeah,
ability
yeah,
to
yeah,
rap.
His
100%,
ability to
100%,
rap in
100%.
Slaughterhouse and
not-
everything with Eminem he did is not to be fucked
It's
with. So
not,
when he
yeah,
says
it's respected.
your shit is bad as a rap song or in bars or whatever like that, it hurts for these people.
No, 100%.
And I
And
get
he
that.
now has one of the biggest
He has the
hip
big-
hop ish platforms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They do a lot of people watch this thing.
I think this is the review part where he says the thing that got Drake a little bit heat. Let's see if this is the right part.
Nigga was when I finished listening to the album. You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You will be 37 years old. Get the fuck away from some of these younger niggas and stop fucking these 25-year-olds. I'm listening to the album.
He mentioned it.
Why are you still fucking the 25-year-olds? You're a 37-year-old billionaire. I get it that you appeal to the world.
I'm gonna stay current.
I get it that you appeal
Niggas
to
don't
the
want to
world,
grow
and
up.
part of that
Nah, that's
is.
not that. Niggas don't want to grow
But
up.
that's what I'm loving
They wanna
about
stay
Cole.
young.
Like, my shit is happening in reverse. Like, with Cole, he used to rap about kid shit. I'm a grown-ass, like, real Jersey City nigga. I don't want to hear how you lost your fucking virginity. And then he started to grow up. And then the rapping sounded
rapping
like
grew
an
up.
adult rapping. I'm want to hear adult Drake rapping for adult people. This nigga...
So early on in my first couple listens of the album, I had the same feeling. I thought, is this really what you should be doing right now? But after listening to it, sitting with it more, I disagree. This is Drake. This is what this man is. This is his core. He doesn't really need to do what Joe Budden is asking for. Adult Drake is what he's getting.
That's what I'm. What
This
I was
is-
gonna
this
say.
is what he's
the
getting.
adult. This is what he's doing.
This is him. So he is misunderstanding it. And he, in the response that we can see later, that I'll share later, he does not realize that, or he basically does not acknowledge that or doesn't go into that and whatever. Drake is trying to explain this to him, I think, from the need as well, from what you said before, the whole being shunned earlier.
Some sort of validation.
He's looking for validation from hip hop media and from everybody. Like, I'm showing you what you guys are asking me. Like, you guys, and this is what
But
you.
wasn't
I mean-
you guys' point that he actually isn't doing that anymore? He's sitting at the table at the moment. Like, he worked his way up. Some artists
Look, he's
like-
not sitting at a table. He's sitting at a separate table.
His own table.
He has his own table
Mm.
in the same room where he's alone. He's not. They are not putting him on. Like, he's not being put in the same table as Jay-Z or J. Cole or Kendrick or whatever.
No,
He's being
wait,
put
wait,
at a
wait.
separate
Wait,
table.
on that point, right? Because J. Cole mentioned Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole
the
himself,
younger
right?
the younger generation has embraced him. The older,
No, I'm talking
people
about
not.
those three, right?
Yeah.
Like, are we still having that discussion? Like, because is that passe?
I think it's ridiculous, but
I'm
people still-
leaning
people
more
still
with
do it.
him on
People still
that
do it.
side.
People- but the
I-
consensus is still that they do
I
it.
still think the discussion is somewhat relevant.
Look at it.
But-
he passed all of them, right? Like, we can agree on that, right?
on all
Yes.
levels to me.
Right?
But
On
if-
all levels.
with
but
this album, I think
to me,
I
Right?
think he doesn't even count in the same like, I don't know if he counts as rap. I don't know if he's a rapper.
this is what Jeff has been doing.
I don't know if he sees himself as a rapper.
I think
Anymore.
he does, and that's why he doesn't like that people don't respect. I mean, look, I think what we also have to acknowledge that the reception for this album was really not very good.
Yes.
We like it. I really do like it, but the reception was not very good. I think that all
People expected something different.
So okay, that's the funny thing. So I watched the whole episode of their critique, and then after Drake dissed them, I watched the whole response. So I watched the whole thing. I also looked at all the other reviews.
Mhm.
Their review, I'm
Was the
guaranteed,
be-
was the nicest.
Nicest.
Other people were like, "This is garbage. Like it's horrible, bad. But it was bad." Like
But was
Anthony Fantano, the dude on,
Yeah.
gave it a 5 out of 10. Just fucking bad.
Yeah.
right?
So basically, after
5 is still
the
passing
next
grade,
day,
but
after
whatever.
it dropped, basically. What?
After it dropped, yeah, the
The
reception
next
was not
day,
very
the
good.
next day.
Yeah, soon. Yeah,
So they didn't really sit down and actually listen to it.
No,
I didn't like it on day one.
Yeah,
I didn't. I was
yeah.
talking to a friend. I said the same. I said, I don't know. It's,
It's
when I
meaty.
sat with it
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
I was like, oh, now I see what you were doing, and I like it a
It
lot.
has to grow
now.
on you.
It does,
little
which
bit,
is there's albums that work in revert. I was just talking to Jeff. The Travis Scott album I thought was dope on the first day.
Yeah, we were having the discussion as
A
well.
week later, till now, I'm not listening to it anymore.
did I tell
This is something to talk about
Not
later.
listening to it anymore.
This is something to talk about later.
Right.
But this album feels worse because hip hop or music in general has been bad this year. But we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Because that gets into the whole thing of this. Because this album would not be that bad if 3 or 4 other big name artists came and dropped also good albums.
But the point I was gonna make is that
Wait. So this album is bad because good artists haven't dropped.
because people are starved
Starved.
and they put everything on this.
And
That's why I was
like
wrong.
the expectation.
That's where I was going. So
Yes.
I think it started with the For All the Dogs. He's gonna give us the real.
But didn't
the
Nas
rap
drop?
people don't want they want the young people.
Magic
they want
3,
new people.
Nas is a different thing.
Like
That's a different. I get what you're saying, but that's not.
it's not enough.
That's not Travis
not
Scott,
enough.
Drake.
No,
We're not, that's
okay,
not
okay.
You
it.
want something that takes over the
You mean
the world for a while.
in the major way.
Yeah. And they put all their money on this,
Yeah.
and they started a narrative of he's gonna rap and. But he never said that. I stand on that. He never. I don't know where people got
That
that
is
from.
that is true.
He
that is
never
true.
said anything that said that.
It didn't help
they
that
said
Lil
For All
Yachty-
the Dogs, and they said that must mean bars. Now that the album's out, I know what it means. It doesn't mean that. It means dogs, as in I go and fuck bitches, and I'm a dog.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that Lil Yachty did the whole "this is the best Drake rap verse" or rap Drake
Lil
verse.
Yachty didn't help.
Yeah,
he didn't
That's
help.
one.
He
It's
didn't
one
help.
thing. Lil Yachty, we didn't need. That was one statement. Come on, from Lil Yachty.
Yeah, but-
come on.
And plus,
But
I didn't like the
people went-
Lil Yachty
people went
verse.
very-
But go
people
on.
went
Lil
very
Yachty
deep
song
into
wasn't,
that.
wasn't great.
No.
People took that little snippet, that tiny little part, and ran off with that. That's
I don't know.
that's part where the whole this is gonna be the best rap
But
album thing
so the
came
point I
from.
was trying. Let me just finish the point.
Go.
Is that there was already bad sentiment. Billboard is like, oh, it's trash. All Pitchfork, all these people is not good. Then Joe Budden comes, and that was like the you know.
It's
the
kind
needle
it's
that
kind
broke
of
the
like
camel's
Trump
back.
watching Fox News and noticing that Fox News shits on him.
Yeah, it's just building up, and then he comes in, and Joe talk. You saw the video. You see how you talk. Go fucking hung up with your beef, and it's like, and I already have beef with you, and I already used to be a fan of you, and we already have a thing, and
There's history. There's
and
history.
then it's like, okay, I'm tired of this. Fuck you, and then fuck this person too, by the way, and then fuck all of you, and it's just all
Yeah.
of fuck all of this. I'm out. I get it,
Yeah.
and to me, I get it. The man's been. It's been a tough year for him if you really think about it. The man's been doing the biggest
How
tour.
so?
He's been doing the biggest tour that he's been doing ever in his whole life.
yeah, but
Right?
he's been receiving. He's received.
I'm talking about the physical and mental stress.
Okay.
Seriously, you have to think about it. That's why the album was delayed.
I get it. Yeah.
You have to go out every night. You have to do this major event. You're going night after night. You have to do all your songs. He's running up and down.
You have to catch all of these bras.
And then you have
Yeah,
to go
on.
back. You have to go back. Yeah, they're throwing things. And I get it, but it's still, it's stressful. No, but touring is stressful. Every artist does it.
Yeah.
And then you also have to record an album. People have all these expectations and it has to be this big thing. And then you finally get it done. And then people just shit on it. I get he probably hasn't slept well. I'm not even joking. He probably hasn't slept well in weeks. I'm stressed.
For him.
I'm just saying I can see
I get what
Like,
you mean, but also
even in the album, it sounds like where was I feel like 40 wasn't there for certain sections.
that was my
Like,
question.
something just
Where's
sounds-
40?
He's on there.
No, because this
The songs
doesn't.
that are good, those are the ones that are here.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
But-
That's Drew Picasso. No, seriously. Drew Picasso, all that shit. But
'Cause to me-
the Take thing, the 40 wasn't there for that.
To me,
40 wasn't there for no.
to me, it
first
felt
person
like
shoot. 40 would
Boy
have
Wonder
told
was
him,
on there.
because
as well,
40
on
every
the same
album with
song.
40.
we need 40.
No, but Boy Wonder was still on there.
But we need
Wo-
40.
Boy Wonder is cool.
40
we need
is
Boy,
his-
Boy Wonder as well.
40 is his friend.
Yeah, I know.
40s
I know.
won't tell him, bruv, CJ Cole what he did.
Yeah.
You see this? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the few people that could probably tell him that. Because I feel like people were missing that were not. You
They
know what I
were-
mean?
It felt like it felt like he did this on tour while
Yeah, well, he
everybody
did.
was gone.
He did some of it on tour. Well, he must have. He's been on tour the whole year. He must have done recording
That's-
sessions. He
That's a
says it on
mistake
Lady
for
of
me.
Charlotte. You know, I'm on tour. It's in my voice, but I'm still gonna get it off. Like he says it.
But that's my mistake. That's what I think the mistake is here. Like he should have done more of this stuff with his people around, so he could do a polished album where he had the time and shit.
If he would have had more time, more
If he did
space,
this album with more
we
time,
would have gotten one of the best Drake albums in a long time.
100%.
We would have really gotten like This could have been a Views Love album. It could have been. It's in there somewhere.
it could have been better than that.
It could have been.
Probably
it could have.
better.
It could have.
Probably
But
But the main thing that
But it
hurts,
just-
and I think that is also what Joe Budden is getting at.
What?
You can hear that it could be better.
That's the thing.
In,
Yeah, I
in
think
a
that you
lot
can
of
hear it,
people's
for sure, yeah,
in a
yeah.
lot of people's albums when they drop it, you notice, oh, this your level.
this
your
is
level.
all you could
this
do.
you got.
This is what you could do.
With
yeah.
him, with especially this one,
Yeah.
you hear like, oh,
was
if
close.
you
You see the like you
if
hear
you,
the
re-
potential.
if you rewrote
Yeah,
this verse like one or two times more,
Yeah.
if this beat was
Rewrite
polished,
this, remove that, rap on Virginia Beat.
So basically,
please.
when Oliver said like it's a B
Yeah.
plus now, it could have been an
Easily.
could have been
Easily
an A plus
With a couple
plus.
tweaks.
Yeah,
Could have
yeah.
been.
not even too many tweaks.
But again,
Maybe
you
every
have
song,
the whole world
couple
like,
things.
oh, well, the Drake album's never coming. The Drake album's never coming. You have that going on. You're touring.
He did that on
But
himself.
since when does Drake
did that on
care
himself.
about that though? Like
He
like,
always.
let's be honest.
That is
No,
that's what I always not like. Before I had the same question as you, but I'm realizing now he always cared.
I think he could.
He always
No, but
cared
get
too
this though.
much
Okay.
Do
He's
you know
shown us
how
that he
many, do you
cares.
know how many albums he has dropped in these last 2 years?
because he cares so
lot.
much.
A lot.
And a lot of left field albums though.
The reception was never this bad. This is the worst reception I've
Honestly,
seen. I don't know why. I don't know why.
This is even a worse reception than he got for the,
for the EDM album. Yeah, the
The
reception is really
EDM
not good.
album I like,
The reception is
but
really not
people
good.
were pissed about that.
People were pissed
And-
about the
and
EDM
this,
album.
This is more. This is
Well,
even
the
worse
EDM
than
album
that.
was also different because it was experimental. So then you can even go like, okay, I did something else. Y'all don't get it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did like it actually.
Yeah.
This one
I'm not one
was.
of them. Go on.
It was great.
It's
I'm not
great.
one of
It's a,
This
it's a
one
very good
was.
album.
This was a great album. This one was. I did the thing that y'all want me to do, and you're still not happy. And they really and they people really. I read some reviews. It was not good. Seriously, I read the Pitchfork review. Billboard did a review. People were not happy.
I did not see.
Like
because
what
consensus
don't
was
they
like, it
actually
wasn't good.
like though?
what
Pretty
they-
much everyone said what he said.
Hmm.
It's not mature. You didn't grow up. The other guy we just watched, he also said it.
Oh,
He
yeah,
needs
yeah,
to
yeah.
grow up. He's not growing up. Blah blah. Blah. All this growing up bullshit.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm like, I
But
think
what-
you didn't listen. I think
what-
you people didn't really
what I
listen.
liked about that
and y'all
guy's
don't
review-
like who he is as a grown up person. Y'all want Jay Z. He will never be that person.
That is a
he
problem.
is not cool.
That's a
He
problem.
didn't have a nice experience where everyone loved him from the day that he started. He didn't have. He doesn't have a. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a kid with it. Beyonce. He doesn't have all that. He's the dude who had to just fucking tough it out and become the biggest star, and now he pops Molly's and Cialis and fucks 25-year-olds. Leave him alone. That's what he is.
I wonder how the numbers look if you ask only people under a certain age to review this album and people above a certain. Because I think the younger people would understand this album way better than the older.
I think you should ask single people versus people in a relationship.
Oh, that could also be.
Because that's why you don't like it.
I could
This was
see
not for you.
I could see that why that is why
This
I like
was
it less.
for the dogs.
I could see why I like it
You
less for that reason.
are not a dog.
I'm not gonna do this with you.
You are a different
It's all right.
domesticated animal.
This motherfucker.
I didn't say which one. I said you're a different
this
domesticated
motherfucker.
animal.
Y'all act like I'm dead.
You're not the dog. You're not the dog, though.
Y'all act like I'm dead. No, I'm not a dog. But y'all act
You don't
like
know
I'm
nothing
dead.
about the girl
like I don't
fucking with the
exist
athlete.
anymore. Like I didn't have a life
But
before
you don't
this.
know nothing about fucking with a girl. She fucking with an athlete. You watch the game. This
You
guy
with your
don't
girl
even
says-
score.
Do you know
Like, what
about
do you-
that? Did you see?
I do. I do. In my own way.
we
The
can
metaphor is
talk.
the
We can
point.
talk about that another time. But no,
No, but I think it was nice. I liked it. I just wanted more toxicity. Okay.
What do you mean? You wanted more toxicity out of him?
Absolutely. I thought he held punches.
for
You're
me,
clearly
He held
pissed.
up?
I want the Pusha T. This wasn't in there the way that I wanted. Some people say it's
that
in there.
missed.
I didn't see it.
That missed. There was a little bit of
Could've been
again
more.
polish.
Diss him. Release that shit
Yeah.
that Jay Prince told you not to release.
That kind.
Put that on
There
there.
was that kind of shit that missed. Like
Release that shit.
the edginess of
Get
that.
at Kanye.
I don't know.
Fucking just go fucking.
It was
ham.
not-
From my perspective,
not sharp
but
enough.
From my perspective, I feel like when it comes to the lyrics, it was there, but the beats didn't resonate with me
Fair.
as
Oh, I
much.
thought the instrumentation was
Could
actually
be.
very good. On
No,
this
no, no, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not the energy I wanted.
I liked it.
I see what you. I see what you
It's
mean
not
there.
that
see
I
what
don't
you
like
mean
it,
there.
but it's more like the what I
it wasn't
wanted
hard
was-
hitting enough.
Yeah, it was.
It was too soft.
Well, he did the
That
hard hitting
sounds-
stuff, but that's where he decided not to rap.
Fair.
On Fear of Heights, and no, well, that was supposed to be the hard hitting songs, the early ones. Those are the more like, but I
no,
don't
but
like
he,
them very much.
he didn't go all out.
He didn't. He didn't. He really didn't.
It's a combination of the songs not being hard hitting enough, and he didn't go all out enough on that side of the album for that to be the feeling. Really,
True.
How do you? So
he held back.
So he even I don't know if you saw this, but he DM'd Joe Budden even.
Oh,
Joe
that's
Budden-
this little video.
Yeah. So Joe Budden, I watched this on Patreon. Joe Budden talks about how Drake DM'd him. even
I'll
after
play it.
the
I'll
thing.
play it.
After the
After the thing, he
Yeah.
DM'd him personally, right? And he had a conversation.
Joe Budden. You have failed at music. Wait,
Oh no, this is the IG comment.
Yeah. This is the IG comment.
No, you shit me. Oh shit,
I don't think he goes
he's
into
heavy. Not my man, Ice. Pow. You have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bills. That's a fact. Anybody out there confused, that is why I sit here. That's a fact. But then it got meaner. For any artist watching this, just remember, you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. Blood starting to boil. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty Aniche jeans to screw up their face to Moo Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT.
Salute to those
Oh, no,
450.
he got to get gunshots. He going crazy. He going crazy right now. No. That nigga brought up Moo Music 29. Oh, shit. A dusty Aniche jean. Oh, man. Hey, my girl bed's starting to not feel so good. Please to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. Oh my God. How could they forgot? Oh my God. Aubrey. Orbs. You know how I feel, a nigga in beret.
I don't know about that.
what?
That Joe Budden would have a show in his career with only 450 people, and those would be people in Anishi jeans
Yeah.
standing there. I think Drake would be one of them 450. He's that kind of person. He was that kind of fan of hip hop and that kind of stuff. So he says all this out of a hurt place, but he would be one of them. He would be one of the people going to that show, listening to mood music, 530 or something. He would be one of them.
Joe Budden was the emotional rapper before Drake was the emotional rapper. That's
He would be one. He was, and maybe still is, one of the top fans for whatever Joe Budden did music wise. So to say this feels off, but yeah, he DM'd Joe Budden. I will find the video, and Joe Budden basically disregarded that. He did not
No, so but
respond.
like how I look at it is, I think we actually touched upon it a little bit. That Drake is in his feelings, like seriously about.
Yeah,
he's not in the right mind state, because
no, he's not.
these type of things used to happen because there has always been some sort of issue around an album drop or whatever, right? Or commotion about Drake, people hating on him, whatever, right?
Mhm.
But you've never heard Drake respond
No,
in these on the socials, etc., right?
That's a different kind of hurt.
because if my energy has been okay, y'all are gonna hate on me.
Regardless.
What I'm gonna do is no. If it always started with y'all are gonna hate on me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rap better. I'm gonna make better music. I'm gonna be richer. I'm gonna fuck better bitches. I'm gonna do all this shit.
Yeah.
I've done all of it. I've even dressed the right way. I've even gotten the hair. I have a baby mama who I don't talk to. I've done all this other shit. And y'all still hate on me. Now I have no other weapons left.
He has followed the hip hop playbook.
What else does he have left? He's done everything. Y'all still hate on him. Y'all still make fun of him. All right, now I'm gonna fucking just tell you to go fuck yourself. Now I'm angry. I get it.
It's wild when you say that. Actually, he has followed the hip hop playbook to the T. Like he has done everything that people expect or require
No, but he
a
has,
rapper to
you
do.
mean he's assimilated basically like a
No,
typical.
not just assimilated. He has gone through the whole list. He has gotten the baby mama. He has gotten
Yes.
the hair and the clothes. He has
The accolades.
he has the
100%.
accolades.
Yes.
He
Money.
He has the money. He has the girls. He has everything that people require a rapper to have. He has the chains. He has the cars. He has the house. But still, everybody says, "Nah, fuck that."
Mm.
I would be hurt as well if I cared that much.
You would be hurt.
Fuck you. If I would care that much and
No, but I
do so
feel-
much, and at that point, you guys as a collective culture of music still disregard me and tell me to fuck off.
I don't. To be honest, I don't.
Which is
I don't-
not what happened,
But
but that's how
to
he
be
feels.
honest, I don't.
That's
I
how
don't
he
feel like that.
feels.
No, I don't feel like that because if you ask anybody in the game, who's the best rapper, everybody's gonna say at the moment is Drake. Everybody.
Yeah,
Depends on what.
No,
it
any and
depend-
everybody. Like the biggest rapper at the moment. Who is that?
Nah, it depends on what you
It's
give.
Drake.
It depends on what you give as the rules. Because if you say bars, they're gonna say whatever else.
No, forget.
If you
Forget.
say
No,
songs,
no. Like just the biggest rapper at the moment.
you
Who
say
is that?
something.
That's the thing, he
You're saying
wants-
something different now than before. You said best rapper. Biggest rapper is different than best.
Okay, biggest rapper.
Biggest rapper,
Yes, yeah,
Drake. Yeah.
But he wants the respect that the J. Cole's and the Kendricks get. But then I go
He
like,
But I
Like,
think
what was
he received that respect when he was beefing with Meek Mill and he ended Meek Mill's career for a
he
bit.
got a lot of respect. at
But
that time.
even
That was a big
then,
moment
even
for
then,
him.
people said you ended him with a hook and with a club song and a party song, not with bars.
No, it was bars back to back.
Yeah, but people were still saying you ended him with a song that could be played in a club where Meek Mill would go. Like I get what you say. You're
Yeah.
right. Bars, but people still twisted it to make it not about bars. That's what I'm saying. They still changed it.
No, I thought like from that moment on, the dynamic switched.
I think
completely.
that just
Like the
reinforced
way
it a little
people
bit
looked
more.
looked at Drake
I
after
think
that
in general,
moment.
we could say is his position is a unique one. He's
Yeah.
a guy who,
It's interesting.
what the other guy was saying, he's become the biggest. He's one of the biggest. But if you compare him to like take like other legends, think like a Kanye West or a Jay-Z or even an Eminem, which is actually a very good example because he's white and that's relevant to this. Is like Eminem was as a white dude coming into rap was more accepted than Drake was. Coming
At the
into rap.
beginning, you mean?
Yeah, way more, right? So he's one of the top dudes that wasn't ever supposed to be there. It's the first time we've seen this. First time we've seen someone get to the top
Yeah.
of it that nobody really liked or wanted, but he sort of forced his way
Mhm.
there in by using cheat codes, right? And just being a cheat code.
There's
Right?
always a group stating who is allowed to come into hip hop and who's not,
The gatekeepers.
and he's circumvented that somehow.
Yeah, and that's why they say it's dead. I think it's good, but that's me.
They wait. They're saying because of what Drake did, hip hop is dead.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that he
That's a
he-
new. That's
And that's not true.
That's
Your
an
dude
interest-
said that. I hate you. The dude you just put on said that.
Who's
That's
dude
interesting.
is it? Who are we talking to?
Some dude that Jeff watches on YouTube.
no.
Who's this kid?
He said that. He put it in the video.
Whatever. It's a YouTuber.
He put it in the video. He's one of those people that thinks that.
I missed that.
A lot of people think that. I
That
don't
is
agree.
that's an interesting theory to have. Like he broke open. So the theory is
Interesting
then
in the sense like you agree with it, or interesting
No.
in just the perspective.
the perspective. Like he basically circumvented every gatekeeper there is.
Yeah.
And in that way, he broke hip hop and broke open the door so everybody could do hip hop, which made sure that there was
the
no
way that they wanted to do it.
Mm.
yeah. So we made sure that there was no control over the direction of hip hop. Hip hop just spread.
That's why the
everywhere.
ghostwriting thing was such a big deal.
Mm.
If you understand why people were so upset about
Yeah,
that, it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
there was sort of an unspoken rule.
It's an
Yeah,
int-
you
yeah.
write your own raps.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then he sort of
he didn't care.
he broke that basically.
It's an interesting
But
perspective.
let's
to
be
have on
honest.
that.
Let's be honest. Kanye has been doing it for years.
Yeah, but it's
But he was
But
accepted,
he was what
and he was accepted, and he was also a producer. So yeah,
before.
there was an explanation for it.
yeah, there was an
Yeah.
explanation for it. Yeah.
They gave him the permission.
Same way
do
Diddy
it that
also
way.
has.
Some people are given the permission to do it that way. He was
Yeah.
not given the permission
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
it that
yeah.
way. So, come on, man. But so
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
just gonna skip. Y'all just gonna tiptoe around this Rihanna diss. We're not gonna do anything with that. What's your opinion on him dissing Rihanna? Go.
He's fully in his right. Do whatever. I don't care if the bars are good. It's fine.
Boring. You?
What's your problem with it, or what's your
I think
Happiness
it's
with
great.
it.
I like it.
You really
Yeah,
want
it's
to get into
fine.
it?
Yeah.
You really want to
Oh,
get
you
into
mean
it?
you mean what we were talking about before? How the internet is angry at him doing.
The whole internet is shitting at him for dissing several people.
Yeah, but
But
that's
most, wait, hold on.
You want to get into it?
Mostly
Okay,
you
go
guys-
ahead,
you
go
guys
ahead,
go.
Mostly-
go ahead, go ahead.
You guys.
You pussy.
No,
Mostly women.
I will come in later.
So he dissed Rihanna,
Yeah.
and then on one of my favorite songs, "Away from Home,"
Mm-hmm.
he disses Esperanza Spalding. And I remember hearing the
Mhm.
verse and thinking, what was that again?
I was.
And Esperanza Spalding, all the way back, and that was also a whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
all the way back in 2011 when he was just
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
He was nominated for the Grammy for Best New Artist,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he lost
Uh-huh.
to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
petty.
Michelle Obama put her on a playlist.
Yeah.
It took her
yeah,
career to
yeah,
a new level.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
really.
Yeah.
It put her on a new level,
100%.
and she got nominated that year. And if it wasn't for her, he would have won.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for her, he would have won. She won over him,
Yeah.
right? And then now, more than 10 years later,
Later, he raps that.
he disses Esperanza
Yeah.
Spalding, who we haven't heard from. Nothing.
In
There's nothing to
years,
do with him.
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I think it's great. I love.
Why do you
every
think
second
it's great?
of it? Because
Why-
fuck you.
yeah.
Fuck you. Of course.
Oh, this is next level petty to have, man.
No, it's
love
petty. It's petty. No,
this
it's
is
petty
this
for
is
sure.
this is
Fuck you.
100% it's petty.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
a
yeah.
I love
wild
Petty
level
Drake.
of petty.
But why do you like him?
Why I love Petty Drake?
Yeah, why do you like
Because
him so
it's-
much?
I like that shit. I like the in an entertainment industry where if you're at this level, you're supposed to be
Polished,
polished,
like
cordial,
calculated.
inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like he's at the level of the Jay-Z without the poise,
Yes.
without the poise or the compose, because he didn't get that experience.
yeah.
He didn't get the experience of, oh, you're cool, we all like you, we all respect you, and this and that. They gave him all sorts of bullshit. So he's an angry, petty, bitter dude. That's what this album
But
told me.
and he lets all of
wait,
that
wait,
go.
wait, but to be honest, like
He let some of it out. You
No,
should've let more of it
I'll be honest. Like
That's what I want.
I do get that perspective from you, but at the same time, he is still polished. Like there are certain topics he
Of
doesn't
course.
touch. He doesn't
do
get
certain
into
interviews. There's a
anything.
machine
with-
around him.
with-
There's a machine.
What?
There's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
machine around him. But this and Esperanza Spalding, I think it's terrific.
yeah. No.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So I was driving around and I heard the line. I was like, who is he talking to? Who's he talking about? Like this specific, but did he mention her?
By
Yeah,
name.
by
Esperanza
name.
Spalding was getting all the graces.
Yeah.
Esperanza Spalding was getting all the graces.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it cordial and trying to keep it gracious.
Yeah. Then I get that.
He's gonna say
That was petty. That was petty. indeed.
you know what he's gonna do now? If she pops up in the next couple of years with something big and people say, "Oh, this is amazing," he's gonna say, "Yeah, nah, he put her on."
True. That will be the case. That will be the case.
No, I'll be honest. It could be though.
If she just drops an album because she is
Right
busy
now,
with dropping
yeah.
an album for not even right now, in the next couple of years, I think there's like a 3-year period where he will say, "Yeah, that's Drake."
But it
That's
makes
Drake's
sense.
work.
Like she's on his cloud.
You too.
No, but it makes sense. No, be honest. Like
Mention-
it makes sense.
mention
You
one-
mentioned like the
mention-
biggest artist. The
Mention
biggest
one
artist.
Esperanza Spalding
I don't
song.
know that lady.
No, but I get exactly.
No.
That
Like
was
the
his
biggest.
point.
Yes,
That was what he was saying.
Exactly. But like the biggest artist is mentioned you, right? The
Then we
biggest
never
artist
hear from
mentioned
you again like you was taken. Go on. I mean, keep it a bean. Like they didn't give me this Grammy nomination. Come on. They don't give it to her. Where is she?
Look.
Nobody knows her.
Look, yes, this, but also you asked why the internet is angry. Because women love Drake. This is my little theory. I think women love Drake and they're angry that he is coming for one of their heroes.
This album was, ladies,
It's not for you.
It's not for you.
y'all got to step aside.
It's not
He
for
said
you.
for all the dogs.
And
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not for
he
you.
made it for he gave you all enough music over the years. Just talk to her now.
I
For
think
the dogs now.
I think there is some kind of anger possibly there for that because Drake was never like the men in hip hop never fucked with Drake to that level that the women in hip hop fucked with him.
The women put him there.
And now it seems like he is going for the heroes and he switched sides. He went like he's more toxic for the men.
Explain that, yeah.
He's more toxic for the men than he's toxic for the women like he used to be.
Mm.
So
I mean, he let SZA
they
get
might
her-
be pissed.
He let SZA get her shit off. SZA was talking crazy. on
Yeah, but
Friday
he's
night.
not. He's not getting. He's not
SZA
getting.
was talking crazy.
Yes, SZA was talking mad crazy. Like
SZA been talking.
SZA
crazy
and
about it.
the other girl,
What, Sexy Red?
Sexy Red, both of them.
No, I mean, I'll slam you out.
Oh, and Slimy. Oh, that yeah, okay. That was a whole different kind of.
That was a different.
Yeah,
that's,
that was
that's what I meant.
No, but I generally think that Drake put her also there, or that's the feeling I think that he put her there so she could do the toxic shit for the women, and he could fully focus on the toxic shit that pertains to him.
Yeah.
Like as a dude, toxic from a dude's perspective, not the women perspective like he did on like some other songs or whatever.
Why I can't be 37 on drugs, rich as shit, fucking 25-year-old?
Why you can't?
What's the problem? That's my issue.
It's a little
with
bit
the
sick
critique.
though.
That's my issue with the critique.
No, but
It's
I
like,
think
oh,
no,
but
the thing is,
The thing
no,
that's
I
sick
think- I
about
think
that is the
issue
25-year-old.
No, I think the issue is here that you don't have anything else on him. So this is
Not fair. Also.
what you're focusing on.
Oh, they're trying to find a kink in the armor.
Other than
You
that,
got
this
nothing
man is
else.
clean. He's no bodies, for what we know.
Did you guys give any credence to the line where he says that his baby mom is out of the picture?
Yes, I did.
No one's talking about that. I,
I
felt
know.
like I was the
No.
only person that heard
But I
that.
did see a picture of
Yeah.
him celebrating
The birthday with the-
sixth year. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
I have no clue. It doesn't. It doesn't
She's
make
not there.
sense.
She's shipped off to where she.
She's in the picture.
No, she's in the picture with her parents as
Uh-huh.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not.
Like they're together
I just had the picture
on
here.
Adonis's 6th birthday.
I don't need it. I need that. That's okay. I don't know. I don't put any credence.
So
in
it didn't make sense to me because I heard the line and I was like, oh, okay, so
See, but that's why you don't understand Drake.
maybe he's still fucking other people and still has her in the picture. Like
no, he's definitely doing that, of course, but
no, but maybe that's what he's trying to say. Like, yo, she's there, but she's not really there.
no, but that's always been the case.
Yeah, but maybe he's just stating that.
Oh, okay,
Maybe it's
yeah.
just a statement. Like maybe it doesn't mean too much. I don't know. This man has weird lines sometimes.
Oh, he also has stomach issues, so he's taking a hiatus.
Yes, that
So
was
I'm
the
saying
thing.
he's sick, dude.
I do think like
You're
that,
touring, you're not
we
feeling well.
can
I'm
get into
saying
that
it all
part.
adds up.
he said he's gonna take a break from releasing albums often and all that kind of stuff. I do think that's a good thing for him to do, to take a little break, because every year an album, at least I feel like in the albums I could hear shit was getting more and more unpolished. Every release, it felt like I'm not taking
There
the
was
time.
a certain fatigue.
Yeah.
In,
No,
you know.
not. Also, you're right there. You're completely right. There's a certain fatigue. Maybe you're meaning it different than I'm gonna say now. But the fatigue from people listening was also a little bit there. Like, oh, you're releasing every time. Like, maybe you should take instead of 1 year or 1.5 year, like you should take a 2-3 year period off and really refine your shit.
No,
You
like,
mean different.
I don't think Drake is the type, because you have the Adeles, you have the Frank Oceans, right? If they take a hiatus for a couple of years, we accept it, right? Or at least, yeah, right?
No, yeah.
Like a Drake, a Future,
Yeah.
those type of artists, like they have to keep us entertained. In a
I
way.
just need him to do one break that's a little bit longer,
I think
and then go back to his regular
schedule
scheduled program. He needs a little.
No,
break.
in this case, do your thing, because you have to take care of yourself and your health. But
Yeah.
if he was healthy and etc., I would say just continue doing your thing, because
On what song is the line about the baby mama?
What?
On what song is that line?
I have no idea.
Don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
You look.
No, but what did you say
don't
about?
care about also
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
most
100%.
important to pay attention to.
Yeah. But so, what's your opinion on the Rihanna diss then?
I think it's terrific.
I know.
But it's not.
I think it's terrific. Be nice and
Like-
toxic.
Yeah.
I think I always thought there was more to that.
But you agreed about. Do you agree that he's still
I
hung
think-
up on the situation?
He's 100%
Oh, yeah, of
hung up.
course.
He
I
is
think-
so
I think-
angry
I
that
think that
Rihanna
was-
has a kid with her.
I
with
think
him.
that's what he wanted. I think that's correct.
Hmm.
And I'm not hung up on you, but he is. I think he wanted to be. I think
Yo.
again, if you're gonna look at it,
You
from-
wanted to be ASAP?
No, he wanted to be Jay-Z,
I was about to say that.
and that was supposed to be Beyonce. That was the plan.
I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
right. That was the thing. That was the plan. That was gonna look good. I had to steal you away from this dancing dude first to go. I had to go fight this dude who dances to go get you. I did it. Right. I had to figure this out. I did it.
Yeah.
And then again, it's if you want if we really want to get into it, it's a typical thing that I understand from his perspective, and it's kind of what you were saying is that she was probably the girl who dates Chris Brown and ASAP Rocky is never going to be with you.
Yes.
Mm.
She's just not. It doesn't matter how much money you make, especially if she has her own money. If she doesn't have her own money, then she will be with you, but she's going to be fucking with his other athlete while you're out of town, and then you're going to watch the game and he's not scoring. But that's
like,
But that's
yeah,
that's
is-
not the
is
kind of
Chris
girl
Brown-
he wants.
Are
He
Chris
wants.
Brown,
he
are Chris
wants-
Brown and Rocky like not like different people?
They're both aggressive dudes.
They're different people in the
Rocky
same
is
lane.
aggressive.
Yes,
Same lane.
same, very similar. Dudes.
Same lane.
How?
They're
How
both,
so?
They're both aggressive rapper music. I have tattoos.
they're
and
both
I fuck a lot
accepted-
of girls, dudes.
Again,
No, no, no.
again.
He's
with
that
the-
as- now as well.
He needed money and wealth and fame to become that.
yeah,
They would have been that if they were broke.
I see, I
they
see.
got accepted
They were-
from the start.
They,
okay.
they were fucking bitches when they were broke.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Their fucking of bitches didn't change much with the money.
Yeah.
He
okay.
was Jimmy from Degrassi.
He wasn't doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Him then could never get someone like Rihanna, and that hurts.
The type,
Yeah,
not
but
the style.
the
Yeah,
whole
okay.
the whole idea of him trying to become a JC and her being his
Mhm.
Beyonce, that makes so much sense. And then I also get the extra hurt that was in those bars in general when it comes to their situation. When Drake mentions that, whatever, the reason why he's talking about it so long and so often, it makes complete sense.
Mm.
He's really pissed. Like, he had a plan probably to make sure that everybody fucks with him. He would get the baddest girl in the scene, according to him, and then he would be solid.
Mm.
It hurts him to his core. Like,
I wouldn't say all that. You always gotta put extra sauce on it.
no, but
Always gotta-
listening to this album and then hearing that theory, I would not be surprised if
what would
he.
Pluto do? That's the line. That's the song where he says.
Of course, it's on that. Of course, it's on that. Future.
Of course, the baby mama,
Baby,
Pluto,
baby,
I get it.
baby,
yeah.
Baby, so life is going just how I predicted. Okay, dropping to Cialis in the liquid. Okay, I ain't got a strap. I gotta risk it. Okay, baby girl Adonis need a sister. Okay, and my baby mama out the picture. Okay, that's the one. Whoa.
I knew he had a line about, maybe producing another child. Yeah.
You know he's
What?
gonna get.
Be toxic and unhinged, my guy. Do it. You earned it. You worked hard for it.
Just
I would
Let him
say,
rock.
I would say, get your feelings out, but in a healthy way.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Because this is entertaining. Cool. This is entertaining.
Yeah,
but I mean,
let a man be who he wants. Why I gotta be? I just hate it when we want people to be nice. I'm like, why?
no, don't be nice.
Why? Why
don't
do I,
be
why,
nice,
Why
but
do I have to do that? Fuck
Just
but that's a way to go about it, though.
be better in expressing this kind of.
Yes, that's on. Yeah,
you. I thought he did a decent
I agree.
job.
I-
All you could have done, the music could have been better, but the sentiment. What would you have changed about the sentiment or the message?
A little bit more self-aware about shit.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna be. I'm on perk. He's 25. Fuck you. That's
Also,
And by the way, like
is
this
it
25
that
thing,
wrong?
no, this 25 thing. If when Leo does it, it's not that big of a deal.
I know it's racist.
Is
Yeah,
it-
go-
is it
do-
that-
do your thing?
Is
do
it
your
that
thing,
bad to
please.
tell the man?
he's not gonna kill
Is it
you.
that bad? Is it that bad to tell the man like, yo? Also, Leo, stop fucking with these
I disagree with that, but I've long held that stance. I think that's bullshit.
Why?
Do what you want. I don't get why can't you can date whoever you want.
You can date whoever you
as long
want,
as
but
someone is an adult. You have two adults who
Yeah.
have a consenting age. The same dudes that tell him to grow up and shouldn't date 25-year-olds are subscribing to 25-year-old girls on OnlyFans. Y'all should shut up.
I agree there.
fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, fair.
Fair,
You
fair.
dude,
What are you talking about?
look at him. What are you trying to see?
No, I agree with you.
He agrees with
I'm just saying.
I'm agreeing with you.
I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a horrible critique.
Like, oh,
to
go
have.
date women your own age and grow up. Da, da, da. Y'all are fucking subscribing, following, liking girls on Instagram. That's 25, less than 25.
Creepy.
Y'all sitting there doing that, waiting for fucking bad baby to turn 18, and on day
That's
one
them.
of her turning 18,
That's them, yeah.
subscribe to her OnlyFans. But Drake has to grow up. Get the fuck out of my face.
He do. He does.
Consensual age is consensual age. That's all we're asking.
He does. He does.
Both ways. Both ways. Old women can also date a dude that's 25. But older woman dates a dude who's 25. I don't care.
In
I
both,
don't look-
both
I don't-
cases,
I
men,
don't-
women,
Do what you want.
role reversed. I would still
Consensual
look
and of
questionable.
age.
All right. Do
But
we
you do understand why it's a little weird.
Not if you're. I don't think it's even that. He's 36,
It's not-
37.
no, he's 38. It says
No,
here.
that's in somewhere else.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
the other lady.
Oh, okay. 37.
He's going on 37. 37
Almost
and
7,
25. I don't think it's a crazy jump.
No, I know. I agree.
Who Al Pacino with right now? Didn't
I
Al
don't
Pacino
know.
just have another
I don't
baby or something?
Yeah.
Al Pacino's in his 70s, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
girl was like also
40.
20 something.
He was 40 years.
40, 30, I don't know.
No, let me not make the jokes. But anyways. But
All right. Do we have anything else we want to talk about regarding this album, or should we wrap it up?
I liked it. I'm gonna keep listening to it. I want to see how the rest unfolds. I'm see if a Joe Budden diss track comes or
Joe Budden diss
I
track
don't
like
know. I don't
from
know.
Drake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ah,
if he,
like
I don't
that.
think he
okay.
will. I don't
Probably
think he will.
not.
Maybe
it
he'll
doesn't
do
make
it-
sense.
maybe he'll do this podcast.
It's going to fall on deaf ears. What?
I don't think.
Like,
As a whole-
what is Joe going to do with it? He's not going to respond with a
Oh
bar.
no, of course not. But people will listen.
Yeah, he doesn't do it really for Joe only. It's also
People
for.
will listen.
It's also to look cool in the
I mean,
eyes
he
of
can't.
hip hop.
He
Nah,
can't
man.
diss anyone before
Look,
he disses Pusha T. That's true. He has to diss Pusha T first.
Everything, not everything, but a lot of what this guy does is to look more and more like the guy that hip hop has chosen, while he is not the guy that hip hop has chosen. His whole goal is to be the guy that hip hop has chosen. He cannot be.
I don't completely agree with that. I think he's not that guy. He understands that. But then fuck y'all.
I don't know if he understands that. I think
No,
he's.
he-
I think he's always still
He
trying
let
to
it
be
rip.
the.
I think no. I agree with Oliver. Like
You?
he let it
Yeah.
rip. He just let it.
Yeah,
No, because he
fuck
tried.
y'all.
No. He did everything he had to do by the book. They still didn't accept him.
So fuck y'all.
And now he's like, okay, listen, I'm gonna do these weird ass. I'm gonna like put on these weird ass clothes, braid my hair, or do nothing
Yeah,
with
but
my
there-
hair.
if he-
Cool, and let's go.
Yeah. Last point. If he believed that, I think he would not respond to Joe Budden.
No, he doesn't care. Like he used to not do this. We would never respond to anybody.
Yeah, but if he didn't care, I think he would not respond.
No, he cares, and that's the point we're making. He doesn't care to hold it in any
Yeah.
longer. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but slightly
Yeah,
different.
they're
Yeah.
worse. Yeah, no, I thought. Listen, I think it's great. What did you guys do with the whole wherever I go, you go, Yugoslavian, so many Czechoslovakian. You must have fucked with it, obviously.
No, those were
obviously,
some horrible
You
bars.
must have liked it a lot.
Like
No, I thought you thought it was good.
that's some sick shit.
No, you were feeling.
That's
You
some
were feeling
sick. This man had a
And
couple.
the
disgusting-
Ukraine. That was. I
That
think
was
it was
cool.
cool. That was cool.
That one was better.
Yeah.
all these bars.
He also had a line where he said something about I cater to you. I cater to you, but at night you're a
But
terrorist.
I catered to you, but at night you're a terrorist.
Terrorist, yeah.
I tried our best.
That's mad. That's mad.
disgusting.
That's great.
You see? Do you know how many amazing lines that were in there?
No, there was amazing lines in there.
There was actually a few gems. I swear.
This man, but I get what he's doing, and I fuck with it, but it hurts me in my soul.
Why?
It's disgusting. Like, why would you do? Nah, it's fine. We were the Three Angry Men. My name is Jeffrey,
Duncan.
Oliver.
and we thank you for listening. You can find us everywhere. If you have a reaction or whatever, just put it in the comments. We'll respond.
Just
possibly.
fade out, man. Please.
Shut the fuck up with
Fade
that.
out, man. Just fade out. Just fade out, man.
Just do the outro correctly.
Oh, God damn it. Peace.